Alright everybody, it's Virginia Outdoors Unlimited here this morning. I'm out on the big water yet again. This is actually the same spot that I hunted in hunt number 5 last year, the last hunt of the season that I posted last season, where I killed a mallard and a goose right at this spot. Today I am hunting mainly for geese, but there's definitely some ducks around, and I'm out a little bit later this morning for a couple reasons. First off, I'd been saying, if you've been watching my videos recently, you can check them out in a playlist up at the top of the screen. I'd been saying that we're going to have a big cold snap, and last night was the real start of it. It got down to 17 degrees. Right now it's probably about 22 degrees. The high today is going to be 31. And the other reason I came out kind of late was because the boat ramp I actually launched at in this area, it has to be after dawn when you launch. So that's the reason that I didn't launch super early. But this is a really good spot. I love this spot. It's one of my favorite big water spots. As you can see, I've already set out some decoys here. I know the sun's beating down pretty good, but there's some wood ducks right there, and I got my mallards and my spinning wings and my geese out there, and I'm running about a dozen and a half decoys today, maybe two. Actually, yeah, about a dozen and a half decoys today. So we're gonna get after it out here. We should see, a good few birds this morning. If I know there's going to be some geese in the area, and the mallards, I was expecting to actually see some mallards and black ducks as I was paddling in, but I really didn't see that many birds, so that was a little bit surprising for me. I didn't see that many ducks. I did see a lot of geese, so I'm fairly confident the geese will work into here before too long. The problem is I can only harvest 2 in this region, so it'll be basically a one pass and I'm done kind of thing. So, we're going to get after these birds this morning, so stay tuned, and you guys are watching Virginia Outdoors Unlimited. Alrighty guys, so I'm in the spot I want to be in right now, and I actually have a couple gadwalls swimming in. They were over here. They were actually right off this point where I'm set up when I came here, and they kind of just swam away from me as I was paddling up, and I didn't want to jump shoot them. I'd really like to get some birds decoying today. So I just set out my decoys, and they kind of gradually moved away from me. And so I kind of just forgot about them, and I looked back up once I had set up, and here they were coming swimming back to me. So I've been calling at them, and I've got them into about 120 yards right now. I'm hiding in pretty good shadows right now, so I'm not too afraid they'll see me. They're kind of out to my front, but hopefully we can get on some birds here. It's really encouraging to see some big ducks out here because, paddling out here, I saw very, very little, which was very surprising to me. It's 22 degrees right now. Some of the river is even freezing. I see ice patches out here, which is really uncommon. It's pretty windy this morning, so I was not expecting to see ice out on the river. So, all the impoundments, all the ponds, all the creeks should be really locked up, and I'm hoping the birds will move out to this river here. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get these gadwalls to swim in, or we can get these geese to come in, because they just picked up off the river here. So I need to put this cobra back on my head because these geese are coming right my way. So stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so as you guys saw, the birds, I said in my intro that the geese were flying, and I put that away, and then I told you guys about the gadwalls that were swimming in, and by the time I stopped talking about the gadwalls, the geese were pretty much coming right over my head, and I just hit the goose call a couple times, and 5 of them locked right up, and they came in once and then banked around, and I thought they were going to land out of range, and luckily they circled around and came right into the point of the decoys, right where I wanted to land the birds. And they landed on the water, and I shot them, water swatted the first one, and then they didn't even get up, so I water swatted my second one, and then finally the other 3 flew away. But you know, that's exactly how I wanted those geese to do it. And the only problem with hunting geese in this area is that you only get to shoot 2. So I could have easily shot my 3rd one there, but you know, I shot my 2 and I'm done for the day. So now we're just waiting on some ducks. I'm seeing plenty of buffleheads, and I'm seeing some wood ducks and those gadwalls I saw over there. So you know, I'm hoping maybe we can get in a couple big ducks, and you know, I'll probably shoot a couple buffleheads if nothing else. I've been hearing, I hadn't shot at one for a long time, and in the video yesterday you guys saw that I actually shot at one, and you know, the guys in the blind yesterday were telling me you can, if you marinate them right, they're probably good to eat. So you know, I might try it one more time. I tried eating them 2 times now, so maybe a 3rd time's the charm, and hopefully we can find a good recipe. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get on some ducks. But these are a couple really nice big geese here. One goose there, and then another one there. So you know, nice big old Canadian geese, and that's exactly what I wanted them to do. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get some more birds. Alrighty guys, so I'm really actually surprised by the lack of movement as cold as it is. You know, I really don't have a lot of experience hunting cold like this. I think we had one day last year that got about this cold, and it was a snowy day, and I hunted that day, but my gun was still screwed up from being dropped in the sand, and it just didn't go that, so we didn't see that much. But you know, I've always heard from kind of old timers around here that it gets good when it's cold, but you know, I'm in a good cold water spot. Like, this is a spot that should be producing when the water's cold and when the air's cold, but you know, it's just I'm not seeing hardly any movement. And normally I've scouted out here before, and late season normally there's a good few mallards out here, but you know, we're still in December. We're not even into January yet, and I have yet to see the first mallard today. I've only seen 2 big ducks, and those being the black or the gadwalls. So you know, it's gonna have to pick up here, or else I'm gonna pack it up, because I am freezing my butt off. I mean, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience in the cold, and I'm not really adapted to it. Here in Virginia, our normal low for the day is probably about freezing at best, so I'm really not used to these days where it's not even going to get above freezing. But you know, I'm going to keep on toughing it out up here. I just had some geese go and land up above me, but I'm already limited out for geese, so that doesn't really interest me at all. And you know, at this point I'd probably shoot a couple buffleheads if they came in, but I'm still holding out hope that maybe this north wind will carry some mallards or some black ducks or some any type of big duck in from up north, or maybe even some divers. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get a little pickup, a little bit of more action in here. Freaking stupid geese out here, man. These geese are so dumb. I really hate to educate them like this. You know, by... Hey! Get up! Hey! Get! Man, look at all those geese. A lot of geese. Probably a good 40 birds right there. They came right across the water, right into me. You know, I'm on the X for geese right now, so I really didn't want them around. I wanted them to stay away because I was about to pick up my decoys, but you know, it is what it is. I kind of wish I had a second guy out here. We could have easily just shot our shoot, that fell in the water. We could have easily just shot 2 or 3, maybe even 4-man limit, because those birds were going to come right into the decoys if I wasn't standing here looking them in the eyes. But just dropped some stuff in the water. So yeah, I'm gonna start picking up my stuff.
Alrighty, so I was just editing that video up and I realized I don't have an outro because some of the footage corrupted on me, so I figured I'd just record one now on my phone. But you know, that was a fun hunt. I ended up bagging 2 geese in the end. That was it. Those 2, I had that flock of 5 geese come right into the decoys about 20 minutes after I set up, and it was 3 shots and it was over. In terms of my hunt, really, I had a couple cleanup shots, but I only saw 2 puddle ducks all morning long, and those were those 2 gadwalls that were swimming into me when I shot the geese. I saw a couple buffleheads out on the distance, but you know, really not a lot of ducks at all, which was pretty surprising to me. As cold as it was, normally when it gets that cold, some birds come out to the river, but I think the problem was that here in Virginia in December, a lot of the birds that are here right now are kind of our mid-Atlantic birds. They're not our New York birds yet. And so these birds, when it gets cold around here like that, the impoundments freeze, the ponds freeze, those birds just migrate. They don't go out to the river. They don't try to survive on the meager food out on the river. They just go south. So I think that was kind of the problem I was dealing with that day. But you know, plenty of geese around. I saw probably 1,000 geese all morning. Shot that and had that big old flock come right into me. I wish I had a couple more guys with me, but you know, really fun hunt in the end, and the only problem was I froze my butt off. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because there will be a lot more duck hunting content. I still have 2 more days of winter break, so New Year's Eve and New Year's, so hopefully I can get out both mornings